Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts on the release of both the names and descriptions of the remaining episodes for The Walking Dead Season 5. Okay, so I'll put the list of them in the description for you guys so you guys can go ahead and review them yourselves. So we have 4 new episodes that have been released in terms of information. I cannot confirm 100% that these are correct, but they're being shown on the Walking Dead wiki, and many sites have posted them, and it seems like the descriptions are legitimate from what I can tell. That said, you never know, they could change it, they could change the names, things like that, but this is what we got so far, so I wanted to let you guys know what they are so that we can go ahead and start doing some predictions on them and just give our all-around thoughts on what we think. So episodes 13 through 16, that brings us right through to the end of The Walking Dead Season 5, the big finale, the 90-minute episode. If you guys missed the video of me talking about that, yes, it is confirmed. The finale for Season 5 is going to be 90 minutes, and now we know the title of the episode is Conquer. So we'll get to the description for that one. Let's start off from the beginning. So, of course, tonight's episode, Sunday night's episode, is episode 12, Remember, and I've done the predictions video for that. I'll also put a link to that in the description for you in case you haven't seen that. The title, Remember, the description for it is, molding into a new lifestyle is proving difficult for the group. Has life on the road proven too treacherous to go back to who they once were? We've seen the sneak peeks for it. We know that it's going to be mainly the introductory episode into this new community of Alexandria. We're going to be meeting a character named Diana, who Rick is going to meet with, and it seems sort of interview to be able to join this new community with her. So assuming that all goes well, assuming that they get, of course they will, get into the community and she'll let them in and everything will be good with that. Going on from there, so that's tonight's episode. Next Sunday will be episode 13, which is Forget. And the description for Forget is, as Rick and the others continue to assimilate to their new surroundings, they consider a return to normalcy. So that would be much the same as with episode 12. It's just, and we've even seen this in the promo. You've got the one with Daryl. He's kind of sitting on the steps. You've got Rick there, and they're kind of considering, like we can live here. This should be actually. This seems like it's going to be really good, and it seems like we're a lot more safe in here than being out there. And whether or not they're sort of the whole concept of being too far gone or not, which I actually did a video on Carl recently from the comic book series and whether or not he's too far gone, and I do think he is. The other characters, I've kind of mentioned this in a Q&A before, talking about the ones that'll have the hardest time adapting. We're looking at probably Daryl, Rick, Carl, characters like that. Others too, but mostly I would say those ones will have the hardest time adapting. So looking at probably that, in terms of the description, Rick and the others continue to assimilate to their new surroundings. They consider a return to normalcy, maybe some reflection. I'd like to see some flashbacks if they're going to bring us that. We'll have to see. But you're dealing with memory. Remember episode 12, then episode 13, you forget. You remember how hard it was for you to get there. You remember all the difficulties of living outside in the zombie apocalypse world, and then after living in this community, are you able to forget? And are you able to forget all those things that happen when you're outside and kind of blend in and kind of become part of this community, back to normalcy, back to kind of what these people of Alexandria consider to be normal. So should be good. So that's 13. Episode 14 is called Spend. Spend. Single word titles here. Forget, remember, spend. So the description is, while trying to secure a new home, Rick and his group face challenges and question the utopia they find themselves in. Question the utopia they find themselves in. This I would think is mainly Rick and the others mistrusting the people that are in Alexandria, still having kind of, especially because it says Rick as well here, I'm thinking that they're just probably going to be having a lot of trouble trusting these people because it all sounds too good to be true. And of course, Terminus did too, and Woodbury did too. And then, as the characters got to see how those actually turned out with the deaths of, Andrea and everything that happened at Terminus and all of them almost getting eaten and everything, and then Bob dying and everything. So that's what I'm thinking is going to be there, but I can't say too much more. Based on the title spend. What can I say from that? It's a single word spend. To spend something, to purchase, or to spend time on something, or maybe not necessarily monetarily, but to spend. I don't know. I can't think too much more of that and what that means for the episode. What we're going to see with that. But it seems like, or maybe if they're going to give Rick a house or something, they're going to want something in return or something, or who knows, and then they're going to question whether or not they're going to owe these people, and maybe just mistrusting is. I would say that episode will probably be that. And then episode 15, so this is the lead up to the season finale here. This is the second last episode, is called Try. So they try to do something, try to possibly blend in or something. I guess we'll see. And the description is, when life within the walls begins to mimic life outside, the group realizes that sheltered life may not be possible. So it seems like they're going to get an idea that, like in episode 14, it says the utopia they find themselves in. And then episode 15 with Try, they're going to realize there really is no utopia, no matter where you go in a zombie apocalypse. These people have been really lucky, but sooner or later, they're going to have to deal with a lot of these different, new environmental concerns that their community may not be built to actually withstand, such as attacking groups, which they've probably never seen, such as, herds of zombies and things like that could actually knock down the gates or something like that. I guess we'll have to see. But I'm thinking, when life within the walls begins to mimic life outside, what does that mean? So you're inside the community is starting to look a lot more like outside. So you're talking, what do you mean concretely? Zombies and death and things happening and other surviving groups that are desperate, right? So that's Try, and that leads us into the finale, Conquer, which I'm most excited for, I would have to say. I mean, it's a finale. We usually are most excited. But that said, with Try, a lot of times we get, like with The Walking Dead, you'll have the finale, but then the episode before, you'll have a good death or something prior, right? So, big character death or something. So, and that could make them kind of, as a description, life within the walls mimicking outside. And then, group realizes that sheltered life may not be possible. I'm expecting maybe to get one character death there to kind of show them that point. You got to show that is the case. Okay, so Conquer. So Daryl, this is the description now. Daryl finds himself in trouble while out on the run. Meanwhile, in Alexandria, Rick and his group continue to feel like outsiders as danger lurks near the gates. So that's really cool. So this is kind of a new piece of information that we didn't have, is that it seems when the Alexandria Safe Zone is attacked, danger lurks near the gates. I'm guessing that we're going to see the attack in the finale, as many of us thought we were going to anyway. That was kind of the prediction anyway, was that the scavengers or the wolves would attack at the in the finale episode, which it looks like that to me is confirmation, danger lurking near the gates, that either that's going to happen or we're going to have a lot of zombies come through or something. So I would say most likely that the scavengers or wolves attacking. While they're doing that, if they follow the comic book series, if that's what they're talking about here, Daryl is actually going to be out on a run, possibly with some new characters. Maybe I guess we'll have to see what happens, or if he just finds that he really can't assimilate into the new Alexandria Safe Zone, and he feels like he has to go out on his own, right? That, to me, that sounds perfectly within character, and that also kind of relates back to what the description is for Forget and some of these other episodes. Maybe Daryl just has to leave, and we've seen that prior to in was it The Distance, or prior to that Them? Even in Them, as he's going off all the time. Even when it doesn't, there's really no reason to. He's constantly trying to find reasons to go off on his own. This to me sounds legitimate that he would try to go on a run, and then he's out. Possibly the community gets attacked, so they kind of separate. You'll have Daryl and maybe some others gone, and then you'll have Rick and the others having to deal with this danger lurking near the gates. So really exciting to read the descriptions. It just gets me thinking about all the different awesome comic book moments that are coming up that it sounds like we're going to see. And, going to do the video when this is all said and done after episode 16. on whether or not this is the best season ever. Because, AMC, they did the trailer, they did the video, they said best season ever. And I'm right now, for me, it's close. It's close. It depends how it finishes, right? I want to see, in the end, how the episode finishes and whether or not it ends up being the best season ever. So I'll definitely do that video when we're done seeing Conquer that week, week of the finale. And man, I'm really, really excited. These descriptions are great, and I think we're going to see really exciting stuff coming up to the finish. I can't wait to see the finale for season 5 and how exciting it is to see a new group of villains should they come in, and how that's connected to what we saw at Shirewilt. And, the W's on the foreheads of the zombies and that, some of the questions that were raised in that episode, I'm guessing we're going to see the answer to them by the end of the season with this new group, the Wolves. So let me know what you guys think about these episode names and descriptions. Do your predictions below. But that said, if you have inside info for spoilers, not really interested in that. We're more trying to do predictions, on what we think is going to happen rather than, I found this script or that and this person's going to die or whatever, but I have no, I have no idea how. I just found this leaked. That I'm not too interested in that. So please keep that to yourself if you have any inside info. As sometimes, I don't know, somehow some people get that. I don't know how. But that I'm not too fond of. Anyway, write your predictions below. If you guys like the video, please do me a favor. Please thumb it up below. Would appreciate it. If you want to share it, if you have a Facebook or Google+, you want to click the share button below the video. Would appreciate it if you want to favorite it. Also helps the video. And write your comments. Would love to read you guys' comments for this one. I'd like to read people's predictions and what you think. Any questions you have for the Q&A, of course, tonight we got the new episode, so send me what questions you have. Write your comments below for this one, guys. And if you're new to the channel, you want to get these videos daily in your subscriber feed, really easy. All you have to do is subscribe at the bottom there. Click the subscribe button. And yeah, that's it for this one, guys. See you for the review tonight. As always, it's Trev. Saying peace.